Hey everybody, I hope you're well. So today I want to give you a quick update on the full screen screenshot stuff that I did. So yesterday I showed you that I got screenshots working and the cropping working, and then showed you a bit how that's built, and then we built a little UI to aid that. And so I've sort of finished the whole screenshot stuff now. So I'm going to show you what I've done since yesterday, and then talk about what I'll do today and tomorrow. So kind of got to hook this up to the server, and then it's almost ready for production, man, which would be cool. So we'll jump in. So I'll show you what I did yesterday. Basically, you can click on, sorry, little fly. So if I click on my app, you get like this little UI, so you can save the page or the visible area. And then yesterday we made this kind of little UI in front. And so now I've hooked it up to the actual extension, and you can see that behind it you can still click on stuff. And then, I don't know, let's say I click on this guy, it creates the crop UI. I can then click screenshot, and it's gonna create a screenshot for me like that. Pretty sweet. And then I also got so if you say visible, it just saves this visible area. It's a bit slower with the recording, but whatever. I had to do some work to get the scroll bar not showing. I mean, it wasn't hard, but that was one thing I had to do. And then also the last bit is the save page, man. So it yeah, a bit slower with the recording, but goes through the page. It has to like step through all of because the Chrome window can only take a screenshot at a time of the current window. So it kind of has to step through that, and then it has stitched them together, which it seems to be doing, but very slowly. Okay, it does work. Perhaps it's just super slow with the recording or something. Seems to work. Go to the background. Oh, inactive. Why? Okay. Let's just try that again. So yeah, this is a cool feature. So you can take a screenshot of the whole page. I believe it's built into Chrome already, as it is in Firefox. But obviously, I'm building kind of a service behind it too. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Perhaps there is an issue. Okay. Anyway, it sort of works. But so the way I did that was I found this cool library, Blipshot, which is a Chrome extension itself, but has this open source library which does that whole process for me. So there's a few things that are interesting. So for one, when you scroll on this website, you can see that the header follows the page, right? So it's a fixed header. And that's going to cause an issue, because if you're doing like a screenshot here, and then you scroll down, and then a screenshot here, and scroll down, there's another screenshot, this header is going to be there the whole time, right? So the stitched image is going to be replicated in that. Actually, I'll show you a download of a previous image I did. Yeah, that's Google test, and then, oh god, it's the worst live demo ever. There we go. Okay, so that's the final image that comes out of it. I'm not sure why it broke, but yeah, so it creates this cool image for you, and then I'm going to hook that up to the server and stuff today. Anyway, so yeah, the header is the one issue, and there's a few other things. I think there's like some limits on Chrome, so like the canvas size can have limits, and performance issues, and you have to also, like I mentioned, there's a bit of back and forth. So I've kind of talked about there's this background page, and then there's a script that's in the actual website itself. And so what you have to do is the background script is the only place where you can take that screenshot because you're calling a Chrome API. So you got to do it from there. But because you can only take a screenshot of one area at the same time, you got to call back to the content script to physically scroll down the screen and then call back to the background to retake that screenshot. So it's kind of this back and forth logic. So I thought, I probably could have made it myself, but I found that great library, Blipshot, which does it all for me. So I got two little scripts, content script and a background script, and then they are JS, but I can import them into my TypeScript project just by file reference, and then it just works. So I don't have to do any typing for them either. And then the way it gets rid of this header is instead of using, I think it just goes through all the elements and then changes them from a fixed header to an absolute header. And so fixed sticks with the screen as you move, but absolute is relative to the document. So that's going to like run or fix it to the top, and so it won't scroll down with me. So that's how they get around that. So cool solution. So yeah, I'll show you how I did that. So I just got my background script, and then I just literally imported the script like that. I'll zoom in a touch. So yeah, there's a background script there, and then the content script, I've just got the two things. And then this blanket styles is that script that kind of just normalizes all the styles so that fixed things go to the top and that kind of stuff. So pretty cool. And then I did if you watched yesterday, I had a little issue with kind of how to build the UI. So if I run this script again, you can see that it shows up this pop UI. So there's some buttons, and then you can cancel, obviously, and then also so you got this UI here. But then when you click, it creates this kind of second UI, which you can then crop, that kind of thing. But the problem with that is that what is the problem? The problem I had was that I was injecting two different kind of pre-act components. So I was calling this render bit twice. So I was using jQuery. I don't really need jQuery to do this, but just injecting elements into the document and then rendering pre-act with that. And so I had two of those going on. And then yesterday I realized I had to actually merge them together so they can interact. So I did that whole merging yesterday too. So I've got this injection thing, and then an unmount as well, or kind of just removes it. And then this is kind of a top level screenshot UI. And then I've got this set state thing. It basically lets me control what's being shown at the same time. So it's not too complicated. But yeah, I think one really cool thing, which is great with React, is these use effect calls. You got use state, but use effect, I had to do a few of these. So I'm using an effect to bind a keyboard shortcut to the document. And then in this case, so I'm using an effect to actually do this background selection. So I'm injecting a script onto the body of the document, and then there's a hover, mouse over thing going on, which lets me kind of click the selection, and so that's an external kind of script. And so I'm using these effects to bind to the document, and then when the React component finishes, remove that, and so I can keep everything nice and clean. And then these use effects functions let me interact those external scripts with my kind of state in here. So yeah, really nice to use those. And otherwise, that's kind of about it. I've just been polishing the app really. All the buttons now work. And you can see I removed the pop-up from the extension. I've also simplified the context menu. So it's just take screenshot. So it's super easy to do stuff now. So yeah, it's pretty much ready for hooking up to my server. So what I got to do now, I guess, make an extra. So I'll click screenshot, and then maybe make an extra UI so that I can talk with add the tags and stuff like that I was talking about. At the moment, it's just outputting the image. So I'll work on that today, and then get the server hooked up. I guess that's today's job. And then it's kind of, what is it today? Wednesday. So like I said, when I started this thing, I wanted to be finished this weekend. So I have like an extra week to tidy up and launch this thing. I guess get data in and that kind of stuff. So I should be on track, more or less, for this weekend. So I'll be off on Friday. It's my birthday. So, but yeah, that's about it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow with an update on how I go. And we'll chat then. See you guys later.